And hello and welcome to Logo Concept Series video part 2. And I am Tonya Franklin with Upwrite Solutions, your back office and planning strategist. And today we're going to talk about, in this concept series, we're going to talk about logo shapes. In our last video, we talked about choosing a color palette for your logo. And in this video, we're going to talk about how shapes affect your logo. Okay, how shapes affect your marketing and your branding. A lot of people don't give much credence to how their logo is shaped, but shapes do play a key psychological role in how you want to market and brand your business. It has been said that our minds react a certain way when we see certain shapes. And a lot of times we don't even really think about how a logo is shaped, or sometimes we don't even think about the color, how it attracts us. But all of those things play a key major role in how you want you expect for your brand to be, your business to be branded. So we're going to go over the psychological connections to some of the most simplest shapes that we see and use daily. Circles and ovals, they project emotions of positivity, and such as emotions of friendship, community, and love. And a lot of times we may not even realize this, but like when you see the circle of friendship, you just automatically you see that, and it's like, okay, this is an organization, a program, or a business, or a company, or what have you, that is all about friendship, building relationships, connecting. Love, you see the wedding band, that instantly connects with your mind with a wedding band. When you see that, if you have an event planning business that where you plan weddings, a lot of those logos, they have the oval shapes or the circular shapes, or even like the little squiggly lines, wavy lines. That is because those particular shapes, they attract and connect with our emotions of love and community, and they're family oriented. If you notice, like some of your childcare and daycare logos, like you may see a logo that has like the little circle of kids. That logo design is meant to project emotions of community to the potential customers. They see that and they're going to be like, wow, they're all about being family oriented. Your logo plays a big part in who you are and what your business stands for. And so don't get discouraged. We're going to talk a little bit more about that at the end, but don't get discouraged and think that you have to go through so much in developing your logo. But these are just some things that you may want to keep in mind. The next series of shapes are squares and triangles. And these shapes, because of their straight edge, they project emotions of stability and balance. It's kind of like when you see, I don't know, well, I'm pretty sure all of you have seen this, where you have like the little commercial where the little stick figure, and he's like standing on a straight line, and then the straight line turns into the logo of a particular business or company. Is because they're trying to get you to see that their business, their company is will provide stability. So straight lines, they project emotions of and feelings of strength, and efficiency. Logos such as Mitsubishi, they have the triangles. Triangles are also associated with feelings of empowerment. When you look at some of your science, religious, and law firms, their logos, you will notice that they have a lot of straight lines, triangles, squares, rectangles, and I'm talking about the pointed rectangles. You don't see many with the rounded rectangles, or straight edge shapes, because they they're trying to get you to understand that their brand is about efficiency, is about empowerment. So those kind of things, kind of take that into consideration as well. We're also going to talk about lines. Lines are not necessarily shapes, but they do play a key role in how you develop your shapes. I said earlier, you have the straight edge rectangles as well as the curved triangles. So lines also play a key role as well. Vertical lines, they project and attach or connect with emotions of masculinity, strength, aggressiveness, such as in the Exxon logo. If you've ever looked at the Exxon logo, if you look at the X's in Exxon, and then they connected with the tiger, and it provides strength that you can depend on the gas from Exxon, that this is some really good gas. So you look at certain things like that. Horizontal lines, they are connected with community, tranquility, peacefulness, serenity. A lot of your nursing homes, your senior age facilities, their logos have a lot of horizontal lines in them. It reminds you of the peacefulness of the sun setting on the horizon, that type of connection and that type of feeling. And I know a lot of people really don't even think about stuff like that, but that is pretty much what these shapes and lines, what they project in our mind and connect with our minds psychologically. And we live in an age where we are visual people, and we're like in the what they call the microwave age, where everything has to be done so quick and so fast. So sometimes you may not have time to give your spiel or your elevator speech about who you are and what your company is about. So you have your logo to speak for you, and you want it to resonate with your motto, your mission. You want people to instantly connect with you and know what you're about, or to be drawn to what you're about, so that you can go into depth about what your business or your program is about. So these are the kind of things that are really key and important. And at the end of this video, I have a few logos that I wanted you guys to look at, to kind of give you some visuals in regards to the things, the concepts that we talked about today. When you look at Mitsubishi, when you look at Disney, you look at these kind of things and see that they really do speak to the psychological processes of your brain. You look at it and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I never thought about, I never thought about that before. If you look at, and if we look here and we see the Mitsubishi Motors, and we just talked about that a few seconds ago. We look at Anthrax, the rock and roll group. This is projecting empowerment. If you look at the circles, Disney, family oriented, okay? GE, General Electric, that's also community, because they deal with appliances, family. Guess you never really even thought about this kind of stuff. I know. Squares and lines. L magazine with the lines. Now I'm gonna tell you, the first time that I saw this logo, and it's so simple. It's so simple, but it speaks and says so much. It talks. L represents aggressiveness, strength, and if you look at if you look at some of the content and even some of their models, because models, especially in this particular century, they evoke a type of liberation as far as the boxes that women have been placed in over the course of time. So this is very interesting. If you look at Headshot London, if you look at how the typeface is kind of squished down, it's kind of in a horizontal type of font, but the lettering is strong. There are no deep, strong curvatures. Even the D and the O in Headshot, it's kind of mashed down to where it's a little bit more straight than curvature. You don't see a lot of the calligraphy in this particular logo, so it promotes, it promotes stability and balance, efficiency. Same thing with logo design of London out of the UK. And the colors also play a key role in this as well, but don't negate the shapes of the logos and how they project strength, balance, stability, tranquility, peacefulness, community, family. You know, these are the kind of things that we see all of the time, but we really don't pay much attention to. So I'm not saying that you got to go through all of this in developing your logo, but you want to keep these kind of of tips in mind when you are designing your logo, because you want to make sure that you are attracting the correct audience, as well as showcasing your brand in a way that is going to speak for you, and you don't have to continuously speak for it. Well, that's all that I have for today with this video concept, and I hope some of the things that I discussed, that I hope that they were helpful to you and that you can share it. So don't forget to like this video, share this video, talk about this video, comment on this video, and if there's anything that you have questions about, feel free to reach out to me, and stay tuned for more concept series videos. Thank you.